Hello and welcome to today's video. To see your programs and to change them, actually all you need to do is to see them first and be aware of these programs. And in this video I want to talk about how to find the awareness of your programs and finally how to change them. So let me start with 3 quotes which are extremely describing and helping to understand the solution or solving of programs and finally to change them. The first one is by Hippocrates, and he says, before you heal someone, ask him if he is willing to give up the things that made him sick. The second is, make a decision that freedom is more desirable than having a negative feeling, by Dr. David R. Hawkins. And the third one is, anything you avoid in life will come back over and over again until you are willing to face it, to look deeply into its true nature, from the Adaya Shanti. In the progress of self-healing and of increasing mental health, it's absolutely necessary to train awareness and to be willing to give up beliefs. Because if you are not willing to let go of your programs, beliefs, and whatever you might call the things that make you making decisions, you are not able to reach a new understanding and a new state of being, a new status quo. And most of the people stuck with their mindset their whole life. As soon as they settle down and start their job or start whatever they call settlement, they also start to settle down their mind, their mindset, their beliefs. It's actually very simple to explain why. Because psychologically, we are now in our comfort zone. We create a comfort zone within our 4 walls. Can be an apartment, can be a house, can be a complex, whatever it is. We have the comfort zone now, not just mentally, but also physically, by creating the physical space. And then we have our job, we have our income, we have our expenses, all these things. We have relationships, friendships, whatever. And all these things, the people, everything is creating a certain understanding of our world. For example, if I feel bad, I call that friend, that one friend I always call when I feel bad. Or I have the restaurant I go to because it's very close. I have the supermarket or shop I buy my groceries because it's close or it's on the way of my work or whatever. Like, we have things we are used to, we have things we know. It's the same with a TV series. For example, every Friday evening I'm watching my whatever, or like every evening I watch news, or every morning I watch news. I'm used to these things and I do these things over and over and over again. I take my piano lessons, I take my guitar lessons, I go to do sports, I do workout, whatever you want to name it. You have these routines, these rituals you do over and over and over again. You go to job every day, you meet your friends on the weekend, so you have your things, you have your favorite club, you have your favorite restaurant, you have your favorite whatever. And all these things you're used to, you have your comfort inside of them because you know them, you have knowledge about them, you feel safe with them, you have good experience with them. All these things form your comfort zone. And by that, programs. You can basically understand it like a computer. A program is a thing that leads to a special or particular action. When you activate it, it fulfills the command you just typed in. For example, on your computer, you move your mouse, then the mouse on the screen is moving in the direction you say. Because the computer is programmed to, if I move the mouse, the sensor will know and will move the mouse to where I say. And if I click, it will do the click, and then the new folder will open or whatever. So you always have these very strict and hopefully well-performing programs. But the computer doesn't know that these programs controlling him. And it's the same with us. These programs are forming our personality. And that might be very nice traits, like character traits, but also the toxic parts about us. Like, for example, drinking on the weekends too much, and we still do it, or fall for false or bad relationships, or doing things over and over again, like, I don't know, like falling for a trick, or falling for, I don't know, alcohol or drugs, or all these things, like whatever it is, whatever you do because you simply do it without even thinking about doing it. And these programs, they control us so much that we are not even aware of it, that it's a program. We simply think this is how we are. But to understand that there is something you may want to change your world, to change your life, you need to see these programs you're stuck in. Like I said, it's always positive and negative things, and only you can decide what is negative and what is positive for you. Nobody else has the right to say, yeah, this is a negative character trait and this is a positive one. No, it's all about you. But if you want to change programs, if you want to change things that come over and over and over again in your life, like Adi Ashanti say, anything you avoid in life will come back over and over again until you're willing to face it, to look deeply into its true nature. It's exactly that. If you want to change things in your life, you have to see the programs, you have to see what is behind your doing. And in this video, I want to dive with you into how to see it, how to feel, how to see the difference between a program and your free will choice. Basically, it is a decision, like always. In the beginning, there is a decision to change something. That's why I took this Hippocrates quote: before you heal someone, ask him if he's willing to give up the things that made him sick. So if you are not willing to give up the things that make you sick, that make you feel bad, that make you feel negative things, or self-judgment and negative self-talk, all these things, or anxiety, overthinking, all these things come from you judging yourself and you keeping negative, for you negative, habits, programs. So first of all, see these things. Look at them and ask, is it real? Is it the absolute truth? With everything you do, like for example, going to piano lessons every Tuesday. Is it what you love? Is it what you really into it? Is it what you are passionate about? Or is it something you do because you do it since you are 11? Because your parents told you that would be very great if you learn the piano. Ask, is it what I truly desire? Is it what I feel? Is it what I truly want to do? Or is it just something I stick to because I took the decision, now I have to stick to it because otherwise people would think something bad of me? That's also a reason a lot of people have. But in the end, it's actually just see all the actions you do, your plans, your weekend plans, your weekly plans, your calendars. Just check it and see, why are you doing these things? And then the quote of Dr. David Hawkins comes into play, because he said, make a decision that freedom is more desirable than having a negative feeling. He simply says, we are so bound to keep our image, to keep our personality, to not lose our personality, that we are willing to have negative feelings instead of take the decision or make the decision that freedom is more desirable. We stick to the negative feeling because we stick to our personality, other people know of us. So we stick to something other people make us think who we are. But it's very, very helpful if you make the decision that freedom is more desirable than whatever you felt before, whatever there was before. So by seeing these things and questioning these things, you have a huge potential to go or tap into this new understanding. And now to see the program and how to unfold or discover or like break up the program and break it into its pieces so you can actually change things is find the trigger, find the action you do, and then finally change the outcome. For example, if you go to piano lessons and you don't like to go to piano lessons, you just do it because your parents told you so, for example, then now cancel the piano lessons. And then when finally the date comes, like for example Tuesday, and you sit there and now you should go to your piano lesson but you cancel it, now feel how you feel. Just watch how you feel. Do you feel better or do you feel worse? Sometimes you may feel worse because sometimes you may feel worse because your head is used to it, and now he will ask you, hey, you should go to the piano lessons. But at the same time you can tell your head or your mind, yeah, but I canceled it, so it's fine. So let me just feel how I feel without piano lessons. And then your true feeling comes up and shows itself, and then you will see the program. Like, what do you do instead? Maybe you're gonna take a shower or take a bath or go for a walk or whatever you enjoy instead. And that's what I mean, like changing the outcome. Now do something different than you usually do. Do it conscious, decide to do something different, what you like, and then feel the difference. Feel the difference, like when you went to the piano lessons and how you felt afterwards or before or during, and then feel what you feel now when you spend your time differently. And there you have breaking the program. You break the program simply by seeing it, giving up what made you sick or made you sick, and then deciding that the freedom to do whatever you want to do instead is more desirable than the negative feeling. And you break the cycle of all these things that come back over and over and over again, because you finally faced it and you looked into his deep, true nature. And that's how you break these programs, and that's how you find true happiness. And I think by now you know how important it is for me to see or feel and manifest your true free will. You will see a lot of true free will, because now you can break all the programs manifested by others in you or by you to actually to keep the personality other people see in you. And you're finally free to change, finally free to grow in whatever direction you want to grow, because now you are in control over your life. And that's actually it. That's all you have to do to break programs and change your life into something else. And by using this technique, you will be able more and more and more to get into a state of breaking cycles, and you will see more programs that are controlling you. And with the time, you will be comfortable in breaking programs and changing yourself over and over and over again until you're happy with your character, with your personality, with who you are. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and whatever you feel and what you want to say, please, please, please feel free to comment it below. And let's have a discussion about these things, about programs and how to change them. Maybe you have experience, share them with us. And before I say thank you for watching, the video that is now on screen may be the perfect video for you to watch next, because the YouTube algorithm thinks it suits you the best. So thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video.